Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special and perhaps slightly unusual lecture on sleep. Now I know what you might be thinking. A lecture? On sleep? Sounds like the perfect recipe for sleep. But stick with me. We're going to peel back the cozy layers of your duvet and stare into the wide-awake, sometimes screaming face of what it truly means to rest. Or, more accurately, what happens when we can't. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., your mind racing like it's in the final lap of a Grand Prix? You're exhausted, you know you need to sleep, but your brain has decided this is the perfect time to solve world hunger, relive that embarrassing thing you said in 5th grade, and worry about a meeting that's still a week away. It's a silent scream, isn't it? A desperate internal shout into the void of the night, pleading for just a moment of peace. That's the portrait we're painting today. The frustrated, exhausted, silently screaming face of the sleep-deprived. Let's start with the basics. Sleep isn't just turning off for a few hours. It's an incredibly active and crucial biological process. Think of it like your body's nightly maintenance crew. While you're off in dreamland, this crew is busy repairing cells, consolidating memories, flushing out toxins from your brain, and regulating hormones. When you skimp on sleep, you're essentially telling the maintenance crew to take the night off. Sure, you can get away with it once or twice, but if it becomes a habit, things start to break down. The sleep cycle is a fascinating dance in 4 stages. First, you have the light sleep stages 1 and 2. This is when you're drifting off, your muscles relax, and your heart rate slows. It's that head nodding on the bus kind of sleep. Easy to wake up from. Then we get to the good stuff. Stage 3, or deep sleep. This is the physical restoration phase. This is where your body does its heavy lifting, repairing tissues, and strengthening your immune system. It's incredibly hard to wake someone from deep sleep, and if you do, they'll feel groggy and disoriented. This is the stage that makes you feel physically refreshed. Finally, we have the famous REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is where your brain becomes highly active, almost as if you're awake. It's the stage for dreaming, memory consolidation, and emotional processing. Your brain is like a librarian, sorting through the day's experiences, deciding what to keep, what to discard, and where to file everything. This is the stage that makes you feel mentally sharp and emotionally balanced. Your body cycles through these stages multiple times a night, each cycle lasting about 90 minutes. So what happens when this elegant cycle is disrupted? The screaming begins. The first casualty is your brain. Lack of sleep impacts your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for judgment, problem-solving, and emotional control. Suddenly, small inconveniences feel like major catastrophes. You're irritable, impulsive, and your ability to focus flies out the window. That report you need to write, it feels like trying to write a novel in a foreign language. Your creativity? Gone. Your memory? You'll be lucky if you remember where you put your keys. This is where the scream gets louder. It's not just a mental struggle, it's a physical one. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a whole host of scary health problems. We're talking an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a weakened immune system. You become more susceptible to catching every cold that goes around the office. Your body is in a constant state of low-grade stress, and that inflammation takes its toll over time. It's your body screaming for a break, for a chance to run its essential maintenance protocols. So why are so many of us struggling? Our modern world is practically designed to sabotage our sleep. We glorify the hustle culture, wearing our lack of sleep like a badge of honor. I'll sleep when I'm dead, we say, ironically accelerating the process. Then there's the biggest culprit of all, sitting in our pockets or on our nightstands, our screens. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and computers messes with our melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone of darkness. It's what tells your body, hey, it's nighttime, time to wind down. When you're scrolling through social media in bed, you're essentially blasting your brain with a signal that says, it's still daytime, stay alert. This creates a vicious cycle. You can't sleep, so you pick up your phone to distract yourself. The phone makes it even harder to sleep, so you get more anxious, and the internal screaming intensifies. It's a self-inflicted torture that many of us endure nightly. We've forgotten how to be bored, how to let our minds wander and gently power down. We crave constant stimulation, right up until the moment we demand our brains shut off instantly, which is just not how they work. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. You can silence the scream. It starts with a concept called sleep hygiene. It's not about taking a bath before bed, though that can help. It's about creating a set of habits and an environment that are conducive to sleep. First, create a sanctuary. Your bedroom should be for sleep and intimacy, that's it. No working from bed, no eating in bed, and definitely no arguing in bed. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains and a white noise machine can be your best friends. Next, establish a consistent routine. This is the most important rule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, yes, even on weekends. This helps to regulate your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. Your body thrives on routine. If it knows to expect sleep at 11 p.m. every night, it will start the wind-down process automatically. Create a power-down ritual. An hour before bed, declare a screen-free zone. Put the phone away, far away, in another room if you have to. Instead, do something relaxing. Read a physical book. Listen to calming music or a podcast. Do some gentle stretching. Take a warm bath. Meditate. The goal is to signal to your body and mind that the day is over and it's time to transition to rest. This isn't about forcing sleep. It's about creating the conditions where sleep can happen naturally. Pay attention to what you consume. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals late in the evening. While a glass of wine might make you feel sleepy initially, alcohol actually disrupts your sleep architecture later in the night, especially REM sleep, leaving you feeling groggy the next day. Think of it as a loan shark for sleep. It gives you a little up front but costs you dearly later. And what if you still find yourself wide awake, staring at the ceiling? The worst thing you can do is lie there, getting more and more frustrated. Remember that screaming portrait? That's you, right now. If you've been awake for more than 20 minutes, get out of bed. Go to another room, keep the lights low, and do something boring. Read the most boring book you own. Fold laundry. Listen to a shipping forecast. The goal is to break the association your brain is making between your bed and a state of frustrated wakefulness. Only return to bed when you feel sleepy again. This isn't about achieving perfect sleep every single night. That's an unrealistic pressure that can, ironically, cause more anxiety. It's about respecting sleep. It's about understanding that it's not a luxury. It's a non-negotiable biological necessity, as important as air, water, and food. It's about shifting your mindset from seeing sleep as wasted time to seeing it as the foundation of a productive, healthy, and happy life. So tonight, I challenge you. Don't let your portrait be one of silent, frustrated screaming. Let it be one of peaceful, restorative rest. Put your phone away, pick up a book, and honor your need for sleep. Your mind and body will thank you for it. Thank you so much for joining this lecture. I hope you found it helpful and maybe even a little bit eye-opening. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the portraits of our lives. Sweet dreams.